Hello children, how are you? I hope everyone is fine. Now we are going to see some example sums and then problems from exercise. Okay, let us see the example sum. See this example 6. In your book children, in the topic numbers, you have 13 example sums. Among the 13 examples, randomly we have seen some examples. Now we are going to see the remaining examples. Okay, see the example 6. What is in the example 6? How many 6 digits number are there? What they are asking is how many 6 digits number are there? Okay. Before going to do the sum, let us do this sum first. Okay. Why I am doing this sum is this sum will help you to understand that sum clearly. Okay. Let us see this example. This is not in your book children. This is my own example. Okay. See this example. How many 2 digits are there? Now we are going to find how many 2 digits number are there totally. Okay. See here children. Here I have written 1, 2, 3, 1 up to 99. Among these number, what are the 2 digit number? Which is the first 2 digit number? Yes, 10. 10 is the first 2 digit number. Which is the last 2 digit number? Yes, 99. After 99 you get 100. 100 is a 3 digit number. Thus, the smallest 2 digit number is 10. Largest 2 digit number is 99. It's clear children? Okay. Now we are going to find how many numbers are there from 10 to 99. It's clear children? Now we are going to count there are how many numbers from 10 to 99. Without using actual counting, we are doing this sum like this. Okay, let us see the sum. First, to find the how many 2 digit numbers, if the question asked like this means, first you have to observe the what is in the digits given in the question. What is given in the digit? 2 digits. So first you have to choose largest 2 digit number first. First observe the question. What is asked with largest 2 digit? Sorry, 2 digit. How many 2 digit number? Further you have to write largest 2 digit number first. What is the largest 2 digit number? 99. The word largest come means automatically you have to remember 9 only. 2 digit means you have to write 2 times 9. 3 digit means 3 times 9. That is 999. 2 digit means 99. It's clear children? Thus we have 99. After that, here number is 2 digit. What is the number 2? 2 before 2, what is the number? 1. Next you have to write largest 1 digit number. It's clear children? Largest 1 digit number. Which is the largest 1 digit number? Before 10 what do you have children? Yes, 9. Thus the largest 1 digit number is 9. Thus you are writing here 9. Now we are going to subtract 9 from 99. The answer is 90. Thus there are 92 digit numbers. Thus there are 92 digit numbers. Let us check this children practically. Okay. See here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How many numbers? 10 numbers. So here 10 numbers. 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 Similarly, we are getting 10 numbers in each column. Okay. Observe this one. Here only 2 digit number is 10 only. So write here 1. See here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 2 digit number. Here we don't count the 100 because 100 is a 3 digit number. It's clear children? So here we have 9 2 digit number. Let us count the totals. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 89 plus 1. What is the answer? 89 plus 1. 90. Thus we get the answer 90. It's clear children? In the exam during the exam time you don't need to write this explanation. For your understanding purpose only I am writing this. Okay. You have to write these 2 lines only. Hereafter if the question asked like this means first you have to observe the digit. It is 2 digit means first you have to write the largest 2 digit. And then next before the 2 digit you have 1 digit. Then you have to write the largest 1 digit and then you find the difference. Thus the answer gives the total number of the digit numbers. That is total number of 2 digit number is 90. It's clear children? Now we are going to see this example. What is the example 6? How many numbers. That is, in this example, you are saying 2 digit. Here we are going to find how many? 6 digits. So first step is you have to write largest, yes, 6 digit number. It means you have to write the 9 6 times. That is 9999999. By using the Indian system of numeration, we are placing the commas first after 3 digit and then next every 2 digit. Thus, after the first 3 digit, we are putting the first comma and the next every 2 digit we put the next comma. Okay. Okay. Next we are going to write. First we have write here largest 2 digit. Before 2 digit we have 1 digit. Similarly, before 6 digit we have 5 digit. Thus, largest 5 digit means you have to write the 9 how many times children? Yes, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, we place in the commas. Now we are going to subtract this. Are we subtracting? 9 minus 9, 0, 0, 0, 0. 9 minus 9, 0. This 9 comes down. Thus, we have 9 with 1, 2, 3, 5 zeros. Now we are going to place in the commas. 1, 2, 3 after 2 digit. How do you read this number, children? Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000. Next. Lakhs. Thus, this number is 9 lakhs. Thus, the total number of 6 digit number is 9 lakhs. It's clear, children? Let us see the next example, children. Example 7. What is example 7? How many numbers are there between 17 and 44? What they are asking in the question is, we have to find the numbers between 17 and 44. Thus, without doing the actual calculation, we have to find numbers between 17 and 44. You have to understand one word, that is between. What is meant by between? See here, children. Suppose I am writing like this 2, 3, 4. What is the number between 2 and 4? Yes, 3. That is number between 2 and 4 is 3. So between means you have to exclude this number and exclude this number. So between means in between the given number. It's clear, children? Okay. Next we are going to find numbers between 17 and 44. How we are going to find further? First, you have to subtract the 17 from 44. Thus, we are subtracting 17 from 44. Cancelling 4 became 14. So that is we are borrowing. Borrowing 1 from 4 we get 14. 14 minus 7, 7. Thus, 4 became 3. 3 minus 1, 2. That is, there are 27 numbers from, listen here children, now I am here writing 18. That is, numbers from 18 to 44 is 27. By this subtraction, we are excluding the number 17. But we are including the number 44. You can understand this by explaining this one. Okay, see first, see here first. Numbers from 18 to 44 is 27. Here we have to exclude the number 44 because we have to find the between numbers. That is between 17 and 44. We have to between how many numbers are there? This is the question. So we have to exclude 14 as well as 17 as well as 44. So now this in the by this subtraction 17 is excluded already. Now we are going to exclude 44 only. For that we are subtracting 1 from 27. You get 26. That is numbers between 17 and 44 is 27 minus 1, 26. Some may have confusion. How will you get the 26? Now let us see the exam. Let us see this examples. Okay. Now I am writing here all these numbers from 17 to 44. See here children. 17, 18, 19, 20. Next 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 44. From 21 to 30 there are how many numbers? 10 numbers. From 31 to 40 there are how many numbers? 10 numbers. See here. 1, 2, 3. We have to exclude 44. So how many numbers? 1, 2, 3 numbers. So you have to exclude 17. So 1, 2, 3. So how many numbers? 3. Thus by excluding 17 and 44, now we are going to calculate how many numbers are there. Here 3 numbers, here 10 numbers, here 10 numbers, here 3 numbers. Let us sum the values. 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 3, 23, 23 plus 3, 26. Thus we get the answer. I hope you understand. It's clear children. While they are asking how many numbers between, if they give 2 number means first step you have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number and then you have to subtract 1 from the This is result. Okay, you have to subtract the 1 from the result. What is the result here? 27. You get the answer 26. Thus, the numbers between 17 and 22 is 26. Let us see one more simple example to make this concept very clearly. This is my own example, children. In this example, what is asked is how many numbers are there between 12 and 20? Okay, how many numbers between 12 and 20? Now I am writing the numbers from 12 to 20. You have to exclude 12 and 20. Now you have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. It's very clear there are 7 numbers between 12 and 20. This is very simple example. We can easily calculate it, but when you move to the next example, they give the large numbers. So you have to have a clear idea about this concept. That's why I am giving this example. Okay, see here, children. Without doing this calculation, how we have to find the answer? Let us see. As in the example 7, you have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. That is 20 minus 12, you get 8. Thus, there are 8 numbers between 13 to 20. Okay. So, we have to exclude the number 20. Further, you have to subtract 1 from 8. You get the answer 7. Thus, between 12 and 20, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. It's clear, children? Okay. Let us see the example 8. What is given in the example 8? How many numbers are there between this number and this number? How do you read this number, children? Once there is 100, 1000, 10,000 left. 3,45,817, 3,64,554. Among this number, which is the bigger number? How do you find the bigger number? As I said in the previous class, first you have to count the digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both are contained in the 6th digit. And then what is the next step? You have to compare the first number. Here also 3, here also 3. So you have to compare the next number. What is the next number here? 4, here 6. So what is the biggest number? This one. 6 is bigger than 4. Therefore, among these two numbers, this is the bigger number. So as per this example and example 7, to find the beginning numbers between given numbers, you have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number. So this is the smaller number. So you write the number here and you write this number above. Now we are going to subtract this number from this number. You know the borrow subtraction. So subtracting 14 from 7 from 14 you get 7, and 3 from 1 you get, and 1 from 3 you get 2, and 8 from 15 you get 7, and 5 from 13 you get 8, and 4 from 5 you get 1. Thus, numbers between 3,48,817 and 3,64,544 is 18,727. Here children, what we have written here? Numbers between 12 and 20, or we have written as numbers from 13 to 20. So here, how do you write? Numbers from 3,45,818 and 3,64,544 is 18,727. Here we have excluded this number, but we have included this number. So we have to exclude this number. So you have to subtract 1 from this one. That is 18,727. Thus we are subtracting 1 from 18,727. We get 18,726. Thus numbers between 3,45,817 and 3,64,544 is 18,726. It's clear, children? Next, children, we are going to see example 9. What is the example 9? Using the digits 5, 2, 0, 1, 4, 9, we have to write the following. Okay. What are they asking is, there are substitutions A, B, C, D. 4 questions they are asking. Okay. What is the first question? Write the smallest 6-digit number. That is, using the given digit, you have to write the smallest 6-digit number. Similarly, using the given numbers, you have to write the largest 6-digit number. Similarly, you have to write the smallest 7-digit number. But they give one more condition, that is, you have to use the number 5 twice, that is 2 times. Okay. In the question, the largest 7-digit number, you have to form the largest 7-digit the given digit. One more condition is you have to use the number 2 twice, that is 2 times. Let us do the sum. Okay, see the first one. If the question is asking like this means, first step what you have to do is, first step is you have to write the given digits. What are the given digits? 5, 2, 0, 1, 4, 9. There are totally 6 numbers they are giving. Okay. After that, you have to arrange the number in ascending order and then descending order. Why we are arranging the number digits, given digit in ascending order and descending order is to form the smallest number and the greatest largest number. We need the ascending order and descending order. For example, children, if the given number is 1, 3, 2 means how do you form the smallest number by using these 3 numbers? By you have to arrange the number in ascending orders. How do you arrange it? 1, 2, 3. This is the ascending order. Thus, using the 3 numbers, we are forming the smallest number 123. And arrange the number in descending order. That is 3, 2, 1. Which is the largest number? What is the largest number? By using these 3-digit number is 321. Do you understand, children, why we are arranging the given digits in ascending order and descending order? It's clear, children. Okay, let us do the sum. First, we are going to form the smallest 6-digit number. Okay. For your clear understanding, I am using these box. You can also use this box, children. It may use the sum to do. Okay. Arrange the make the box which have the 6 divisions. Okay. Now we are going to form the smallest 6-digit number. See the ascending order. The first number is 0 here. So you have to write the 0 here means the first number here became 0 means the number became 5-digit number. Okay. Suppose if you are writing the number like this 0, 7. Is this the 2-digit number? No, it is a 1-digit number 7 only. Before you are writing the 0 only. So you have to avoid the 0 in the first place. So how can you arrange the smallest 6-digit by using the given number is after using instead of using 0, you have to use the next number to the 0 here. What is the next number to the 0 in the ascending order? 1. So you have to use the 1 here. Suppose in the question if there is no 1 means if they give you 2, 4, 5, 9 only means after the 0 what is the number 2 means you have to use 2 here. It states that after the smaller after the 0 what is the next number smaller is you have to use the number here. Thus you are writing 1 here. That is interchanging the place of these 2 numbers. Thus 1 became first, 0 became second. And write the remaining digits 2, 4, 5, 9 as in the ascending order. It's clear, children? I hope you understand. Thus the smallest 6-digit number is, that is the required number is 1, 0, 2, 4, 5, 9 after 3 digit and then after 2 digit we are placing the commas. How do you read this number? Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh. That is 1 lakh 2,459 is the smallest 6-digit number formed by using the given digits. It's clear, children. Next we are going to do the largest 6-digit number. How we are going to find the largest 6-digit number? For largest means you have to use the descending order. For smallest means you have to use the ascending order. So here we are using the descending order. See the descending order, which number comes first? 9. So here they are asking 6 digits. So you have to draw the box which contains 6 division. First number is you are writing 9 and the next number 5 and then 4 and then 2 and then 1 and then 0. Thus we have written all those numbers. Thus the required largest 6-digit number is 9,54,210. Here children no need to change the place of 1 and 0. Okay. The first number should not be 0 because if you write here 0 means this number became 5-digit number. Here it has the value. Okay. So here we can write the 0 in the last division. So the answer is 9,54,210 is the largest 6-digit number formed by given digits. It's clear, children. Let us move to the next one. The smallest means we have to use which order? Ascending order or descending order, children? Yes, ascending order. You have to find the smallest 7-digit number. The condition is you have to use the number 5 twice. It's clear, children. The given number is 6-digit number only, but we have to form 7-digit number. So 1 digit is, we are lacking 1 digit. For that they are giving this condition 5, we are using twice time. Okay, now we are going to form the smallest 5-digit number. So we have to use the ascending order. So what is the ascending order? First one is zeros. So we have don't use the 0. We have to use 1 first. So we are writing 1, 0, 2, 4 as an ascending order. What is the condition? You have to use the 5 twice. That's why we are writing 5 2 times. 5, again 5, and then writing the next figure number 9. It's clear that thus we have formed the smallest 7-digit number by using the given digit. Thus the appeared number is 10,24,559. It's clear that? Okay. Next, what is the question number D? The largest 7-digit number and the number 2 comes 2 times. It's clear the largest means we have to use descending order. What is the descending order here? This one. So what is the first number? 9, 5, 4. What is the next number? 2. But the given condition is you have to use the number 2 times. That's why we are writing 2, 2 and then 1, 0. Thus the required number is 95,42,210. It's clear children. I hope you all understand this example. Similarly, you have the sums on your homework sum. I hope you can do really good sum. Okay. See the next one. This is the example 10. Okay. In the example 10, you have one multiplication problem. Okay. Here press print calendars. But do you know what is print calendar? Guys, you know you have your home. Here press print calendars. Each calendar has 12 sheets. Thus, it is a multi-calendar. Thus, each calendar has how many sheets? 12 sheets. Okay. If the press prints 45,500 calendars, the press have to print 45,500 calendars means how many sheets were printed in all. What they are asking is the press have to print 45,500 calendars. Each calendar have 12 sheets. So totally how many sheets that printing press have to print. That's why we are going to calculate now. That is given one thing asking many things. What we have to do? Yes, multiplication. Number of sheets in a calendar is 12. Number of calendars to be printed is 45,500. So total number of sheets to be printed in all means we have to multiply the 12 with this number. In your book children, the multiplication given is they are multiplying the 2 with 0 first and then next to 0 and then multiplying the 5 and then 5 and then 4. So while in the multiplication process, if any of the given number containing the last digit as 0 means you need not multiply the 0. See here children, you have to forget the 0 first. Forget these 2 zeros now. Don't use the 2 zeros in the multiplication. Write 455 alone into 12. So 5 is again number 1, 5 is again number 1, 11, number 1, 2, 7 plus 1, 910. Last digit you have to write 0. 1 5 is 5, 1 5 is 5, 1 4 is 5. Adding you get 5, 4, 6 zeros. How many zeros you have forget? 2 zeros. So adding 2 zeros along with this. Adding 2 zeros along with this. Thus we are writing here 5, 4, 6, 0. You have added 2 zeros along with the answer. You get 0, 0. So after the digit, 2 digit we are placing thus 5,46,000 pages. Totally we have to print. I hope you understand this example. It's clear children?
My dear children, in today's activity, we are going to discuss the concept division. Okay. First, we are going to see one example sum. See here, we are going to divide the 12 by 2. 12 divided by 2. So, what is the dividend? 12 is the dividend, 2 is the divisor. It means you have to divide the number 12 by 2. Okay. So, now we are going to divide the 12 by 2. In 2 table, 12 comes how many times? 6 times. So, here you have to write 6. So, 6 2s are 12. So, what is our remainder? 0. So, by dividing the 12 by 2, you get the quotient as 6 and remainder as 0. Now, we are going to do the activity for this division. Okay. For that, we are going to take 12 coins. Okay. Here we have taken 12 coins. Now, we are going to divide these 12 coins into 2 equal part. Let us count how many coins are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we are going to divide these 12 coins into 2 equal parts. For that you have to take 2 coins at a time. Why we are taking 2 coins at a time means here our divisor is 2. So we have to take the coins 2 at once. So 1, 2. Again take 2 coins. Give 1 to each part. Again take 2 coins. Give 1 to each part. Similarly take 2 coins and give 1 to each part. Thus we are seeing there is no remaining coins. Let us count how many coins are there in each part. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thus in each part we have the 6 coins. Thus we get in the sum also. See here. Here we get the quotient as 6. Here also we get the quotient as 6 and there is no remainder. See the next sum. 13 divided by 2. So which is our divisor? 2 is the divisor and 13 is the dividend. Now we are going to divide this 13 by 2. So in 2 table 13 did not come, so we go to the 12. So 12 comes in 2 table how many times? 6 times. So 6 2s are 12. By subtracting 12 from 13 you get the remainder as 1. So while we are dividing the 13 by 2 you get the quotient as 6 and remainder as 1. Now we are going to do activity for this sum. Okay, for that we have to take how many coins? Yes, 13 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we have to divide these 13 coins into 2 equal parts. So we have to divide this 13 coins into 2 equal parts. Why we are dividing this 13 into 2? Because our divisor is 2. So we have to take 2 coins at once. Give 1 to each part. Okay, similarly we have to do for the all the coins. Okay, let us see what the quotient we get and the remainder. See here, there is 1 coin remaining and each part let us count how many coins are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thus in each part we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins and 1 coin remains. So our remainder is 1 and quotient is 6. See here, while we are dividing the 13 by 2, our quotient is 6 and remainder is 1. Similarly here, our quotient is 6 and the remainder is 1. See the another example children. 15 divided by 3. So our divisor is 3, our dividend is 15. You have to divide this 15 into 3 equal parts. Okay, see here, this is your normal division. We are dividing the 15 by 3. So in 3 table, 15 comes how many times? 5 times. So here you have to write 5 in the quotient part. So 5 3s are 15. By subtracting 15 from 15, you get the remainder as 0. So while you are dividing the 15 by 3, your quotient is 5, remainder is 0. Okay. Now we are going to do the activity for this division. Okay. For that you have to take how many coins? Yes, 15 coins. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15 coins are there. Now we are going to divide these 15 coins into 3 equal parts. Why we have to divide into 3 equal parts? Because our divisor is 3. Okay. For that you have to take 3 coins at once and give 1 to each part. Okay. Similarly you have to take 3 coins at once and give 1 to each part. Similarly you have to do for the remaining coins. Okay. So take 3 coins at once, give 1 to each part. So coins in the each part give the value of quotient. Okay, let us count the quotient. For that you have to check before that the each part must contain the same number of coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thus each part contains the same coins and the number of coin is 5. So our quotient is 5 and there is no remaining coins. So our remainder is 0. Once again see this example, 15 divided by 3. Our quotient is 5, remainder is 0. So by this activity also, our quotient is 5, remainder is 0. Let us see one more example. 17 divided by 3. Our divisor is 3, dividend is 17. Now we are going to divide this 17 by 3. Okay, in 3 table we did not have the number 17. Okay, so we have to check for the before number to 17. So what is the before number to 17? 16. 16 also not come in the 3 table. So we go for the number 15. So 15 comes in 3 table how many times? 5 times. So in the quotient part you have to write the number 5. 5 3s are 15. By subtracting the 15 from 17, you get the remainder 2. Okay. Thus, the division of 17 by 3, we get the quotient 5, remainder 2. Now we are going to check the quotient and remainder by doing activity. For that you have to take 17 coins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Now we are going to divide these 17 coins into 3 equal parts. For that you have to take 3 coins at once and give 1 to each part. You have to take 3 coins at once. Why we are taking the 3 coins at once? Because our divisor is 3. That's why we are taking 3 coins at once. Okay. So similarly we are distributing the coins to each part by taking 3 coins at once. So at last, while we go for the 3 coins, but we have only 2 coins. So you have to stop up to this. Okay. So we don't have 3 coins. You have to take 3 coins at once. But here we have 2 coins only. So you have to stop this process. Okay. Now we are going to check how many coins in each pot. Thus each pot contains how many coins? Yes, 5 coins. So our quotient is 5 and the remainder is 2. See here. While you are dividing the 17 by 5, your quotient is 5, remainder is 2. By using the coins, we also get the number of coins in each pot gives the quotient. So in each pot it contains 5. So our quotient is 5, remainder is 2. It's clear, children? Next see the another example sum. 20 divided by 4. You have to divide the 20 by 4. Okay, so in 4 table, 20 comes how many times? 5 times. So 5 4s are 20, our remainder is 0. Let us do activity for this. For this you have to take how many coins? Yes, 20 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 coins we have taken. You have to divide these 20 coins into how many equal parts? Yes, 4 equal parts because our divisor is 4. Our divisor is 4. So you have to take 4 parts. Okay. So now we are going to divide this 20 into 4 equal parts. For that you have to take how many coins at once? At once you have to take 4 coins. Why we are taking 4 coins at once? Because our divisor is 4. Okay. So you have to take 4 coins at once and give 1 coin to each part. Okay. Similarly, you have to distribute all the coins by taking 4 at once. Okay. Then the number of coins in the each part gives you the quotient and remaining coins gives you the remainder. Okay. Taking 4 at once and give 1 to each part. So there is no remaining coins. Let us check our quotient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thus there is no remainder. So we get our quotient as 5 and remainder as 0. Let us see another example sum. 22 divided by 4. So our divisor is again 4 and our dividend is 22. So you have to divide the 22 by 4. In 4 table we did not have the number 22. So we have to check for the before number 21. It is also not come in the 4th table. So we have to go to the before number 20. 20 comes in 4th table how many times? 5 times. So 5 4s are 20. By subtracting 20 from 22, you get the remainder as 2. So what is our quotient? 5 and remainder is 2. Okay, now we are going to do activity. For that you have to take how many coins? 22 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, 14, 21, 22. Thus we have taken totally 22 coins. We have to distribute these 22 coins into 4 equal parts by taking 4 coins at once. Okay. Why we are taking 4 coins at once? Because our divisor is 4. So you have to take 4 coins at once. Take 4 coins at once and give 1 to each part. So number of coins in the each part gives you the quotient. Okay. Take 4 coins at once and give 1 to each part. Again take 4 coins at once and give 1 to each part. At last we are trying to take 4 coins, but we have only 2 coins. So you have to stop this process up to this. Okay. Let us check our quotient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is our quotient? Our quotient is 5. What is our remainder? Our remainder is 2. Thus our answer is correct. Okay. Thus by this activity, I hope children you have understand the concept of division very clearly. Okay. Thank you.